Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Guys of Magic. This is Hunter, Riley, Steven, and Shane. Say what up, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, nerds?
We are back. You guys have been waiting for it. We already know. It is the $100 Precon battle of Tarkir Dragonstorm. That's right. We're going to be slinging dragons, all the clans. But before we get started, I just want to remind everybody to hit the like button so that lets us know that you guys like these videos. Also, make sure you're subscribed because you don't want to miss out on the $300 battle because that's coming out too. But these are the face commanders of all of these Tarkir Dragonstorm decks. If you guys wanted to see the backup commanders, we have a gameplay of that as well. That's exclusive on our Patreon. Check the link in the description below. Check that one out. But let's go around the table, kind of talk about what our decks do in the direction that we're kind of going in the commander and all that jazz. We will start with Riley.
Yeah, so this is the Sultai Arisen deck. I'm playing with Kotis, Civcic Champion. This deck is all about, I would say, graveyards, but more specifically, kind of like bouncing things from our graveyard.
I'm playing the Jeskai Striker deck, and I'm playing with the Shiko and Narset, caring about my second spell, and hopefully copying it if it targets a permanent player, and shenanigans should be ensuing.
And I'm playing Mardu Surge. We care about tokens. Who would have thought?
Not me. I'm playing Eshki, Temur's Roar, in the Temur Roar deck. I'm trying to put down big things and hurt people with said big things.
All right, perfect. Well, we are shuffled up. We are ready to play. If you guys wanted to check out all the deck lists and the reasoning behind why we made them the way we did, links all in the description below. But like I said, shuffled up, ready to play. Kick us off, Riley.
All right. Good old-fashioned Magic. I'm going to play an island and then just pass my turn.
That is good old-fashioned Magic.
Riley is the threat now.
I'll drop a turn. I want to play an island as well, Riley. Sorry.
Wow. Slow roll the island, huh?
I thought I was going to play something cooler, and I'm not. Pass.
We know the real threat now.
All right, I will draw for turn. Hey, guys, everybody's favorite land type. We got a Temple of Triumph coming in tapped.
My favorite.
I'm going to scry one, and we are going to throw
favorite?
this back on top. Pass.
Draw. I will play an island as well. Temple of the Dragon Queen. As this land enters, I may reveal a dragon card from my hand. I will not.
Ooh.
So it'll enter tapped. Sure. Yeah, we could say that. As this land enters, choose a color. I'm going to say blue.
Oh, that's why it's an island.
And I'll pass.
All right, Hunter. You're the only one not playing with... Oh! We did it. We got a forest. We're never punished.
You got really excited about that one.
I really did, dude. That is the best piece of broccoli I've ever seen. I can't do anything with it, so I'm going to pass my turn. But, God, we needed it.
All right, it's your turn. I'm going to play a Glacial Fortress. It'll stay untapped because of my basic. And that's all I'm going to do. Very slow.
Ooh, slow openings. Like it. I'm going to untap, draw. We're going to go ahead and play a Caves of Koilos for my land for turn. We're going to tap for 2. We will play a Talisman of Conviction. And I will pass.
Ramping.
Untap, upkeep, draw. It's actually a pretty good land to see. Let's go Exotic Orchard as land for turn. We will tap 2. And I will play my own Talisman, but of Impulse.
Wow. So
and
impulsive.
I will pass said turn.
All right. Kick this off.
Oh! Did you
Never
get
punished.
Did you get a Talisman too?
No, I just got another forest, but we're not going to play it because I got to drop a swamp. That's it. That's right. We have all 3 basic land types. This game, we've won. We've just won.
Congratulations.
You can scoop now.
That's all we've done. No, I will not scoop. I can now officially do the things.
Casting your commander?
I mean, that is technically a thing we could do, but there's nothing that my commander actually does if we do that. So I don't think we're going to. Instead, I'm going to tap for 1, 2, and 3. This will be my green, just in case you were confused. And I will cast a Spring Bloom Druid. Whenever this creature enters, I may sacrifice a land. If I do, I search my library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them on the battlefield, tapped, and then shuffle.
Cool.
Cool.
We're going to blow up the forest that I was so happy to go get.
Okay.
And now we have 2 forests. And then I will pass my turn.
It multiplied. Okay. Our turn.
They multiplied 2 broccolis.
Yeah. I'm going to play a Path of Ancestry and tapped. One day I'm going to play something cool, right?
That
Next
would be
turn.
cool.
Next turn's that day. Not today. I pass.
All right, I will untap a draw. We will go ahead and play Exotic Orchard for my land for turn. We will tap this for a red because Shane's Path of Ancestry can make red.
Can.
I will tap this for a red, and then I will tap for 2 more, and I will play an Ogre Battle Driver.
Oh, that's chill.
Pass my turn.
That's a lot of haste.
Yeah. Untap, upkeep, a draw. Oh, I get to say the thing. Let's go ahead and thank all my opponents for being here.
You're welcome.
Spire Garden. Oh, do we just keep going? We just keep ramping?
Obviously.
This and this. for an arcane signet.
Mm.
And then we will tap the Temple of the Dragon Queen for blue, because that's the color I named. This for a red, and this for a green. Eshki!
Hi, Eshki.
Eshki is here. Yeah, and with that, I will pass the turn.
All right, kick this turn off. Draw a card. Let's play an island as my land for the turn.
You got
And
all the lands now, huh?
Yeah, and then let's piss people off.
That's not nice.
That's the worst case scenario. What happened to filling your own grave? Leave me alone.
1, 2, 3. Let's keep the 2 blue up, and I will cast a Plague Crafter to fill my own grave. On ETB, everybody sacrifices a creature, or those who can't sacrifice a creature discard a card.
So happy I didn't play anything.
Discard a card.
I will kill off my
Sack my
Spring
commander.
Bloom Druid.
There goes my Ogre Battle Driver. Very cool.
I'm not gonna lie, Steven, I didn't actually want to kill your commander, but the Ogre Battle Driver, I think haste is way too important for Hunter's deck.
Yeah, could just a little more warning next time. That's all.
Yeah, I did. I warned you on my turn as it happened. I passed.
Yeah.
Okay. Untap up, draw.
Hmm.
I'll play my land for the turn. I'm glad you did that before I played my commander, Riley. But if you have a way to recur that, I'm going to be super sad right now.
I mean, it's still in play.
Oh, true. Never mind.
Also, it really didn't hurt you, Mr. Faithless Looting in the ban.
I know, that's why that's pretty smart. Tap for 4, and I'm going to get my commander out. And since my commander shares a type with my commander, I'm going to scry 1.
That's pretty cool that your commander shares a type with your commander.
Right?
Yeah, they're both spirits.
Right? We're going to put that at the bottom, and we're going to pass.
All right. I'll untap if we draw. I'll go ahead and play a Swamp as my land for turn. We will go ahead and tap for a white because Shane can, and then another white, and then 2, 4. For 5 mana, I will cast a Divine Visitation. Pass.
That's terrifying.
You don't
Okay.
like angels?
No, I don't like 1/1s that come in as angels.
Oh.
Untap but keep draw. Let's drop a force as land for turn. We'll go green. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, let's do that. We'll cast a Encroaching Dragonstorm. When this enchantment enters, search for 2 basic land cards. Put them on the battlefield tapped and shuffle, and then when a dragon enters, I can return this to my hand. I will do that now. I will go search for. It looks like I need blue. Close and shuffle. These will come in tapped, and I will pass the turn.
All right. Untap, upkeep, and draw. Let's play a swamp. I will tap for 1, 2, and 3, and I will cast Taval's Judgment. Figure we're all going to play around with some enchantments then, huh? Whenever one or more cards leave my graveyard, I choose one that has not been chosen. I can either draw a card, make a treasure, or make a 2/2 black zombie druid. I will then tap 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to take so much damage. I'm going to cast an Essence Anchor. At the beginning of my upkeep, I surveil one, and then I can tap to create a 2/2 black zombie creature token, but I can only do that if a card has left my graveyard this turn.
Okay.
And then I will pass.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. We're going to tap 4, and we're going to play a big score.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
What are you
I'm
going to
going to
discard?
discard a card, and I'm going to draw 2 cards and make 2 treasure tokens. We're going to discard... Dude, actually, what do I discard? We're going to discard this island.
That is a plains.
That's a plains. We're going to discard this plains. You can tell I was looking at another card in my hand, apparently. I'll draw 2, and I'll make my treasure. I'm going to crack my treasure for a red, and I'm going to play a Curse of Opulence, and I get to target somebody, and it's my second spell.
Is that a second spell? Whoa.
Yeah. So I'm going to target Steven with this, and then Narset will trigger, and I'm going to target Riley.
Cool.
And I see it's only fitting that I cursed you. I got to attack one of you. So, Riley,
Maybe
you
not
didn't
the
make me...
person that had their
I like
commander
this.
sacked.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Riley, you're good because you didn't kill my commander. It's because I didn't have a creature on the field. So as long as you don't do that again, we're going to swing at Steven for 4.
I like it.
They are 100% going to be doing that.
Well, they just promised me no.
That's
so.
what their deck does. They can't promise
They just
that.
promised me no, so take 4 commander, Steven.
Took 4 commander.
take
I made a gold. I pass.
I'm going to kill your commander.
That's fine. She did a thing.
Okay, I'm going to untap up your draw. We're going to play a plains for turn. Let's just go all out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. X equals 5. I'm going to tempt with vengeance.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm going to make 5 1/1 red elemental creature tokens with haste.
You mean angels?
That's correct. I haven't got to that point yet. Each opponent may also create 5 1/1 elemental creature tokens with haste. For each opponent who does, I make an elemental token with haste.
Guys, band together.
Would you guys like to make elementals?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
By the way, is there a response to this spell? I know there's
No,
a
I'm
blue
gonna
player
die.
with 2 mana up.
No.
There's another blue player too.
No.
All right. I'm going to make 5 4/4 angels. However, they don't have haste anymore. They just have vigilance and flying.
Ah, shucks.
Oh, just.
It overrides that? That's awesome.
It makes it instead. It's a replacement.
Cool.
Yeah. So I got 5 of these
It's
now.
a good thing. It's a good thing they don't have +2/+0 in haste, huh?
That's the disappointing part. All right, I passed my turn.
Ooh,
Let's have
your
a peep.
turn?
Draw for my last turn here.
my last turn.
Play mountain as land for turn. Let's go ahead and tap for a blue, a green, and a red, and 2 more for the commander tax. And we'll cast Eshki, Temur's Roar.
You're about to get so
What's
sad,
up?
Steven.
We'll go red, 1 and 2 for Atsushi, the Blazing Sky.
Oh.
Ooh, a Chichi.
Yep, I cast a creature spell, so I'll put a +1/+1 counter on Eshki. That creature is power 4 or greater, so I will draw a card, and we don't have to worry about that last piece of text.
All right.
like
Also,
Eshki.
Dragon enters. I'm going to go ahead and put Encroaching Dragonstorm back in my hand.
Dragons.
Dragons. Yeah, I'm terrified. Pass turn.
Dude, all of your turns were so cool.
Were they?
They were much cooler
I'd
than
say
mine.
so.
This is where Riley goes.
Oh,
Board wipe.
at the beginning of my
Yeah.
upkeep, I'm supposed to surveil 1. I am actually going to put this card. A Naga Flesh Collar.
That's cool.
We're going to keep it up like this. So 2 green, a black, and a blue. And I will cast a Conduit of Worlds card.
Ooh.
Ta-da! All right, here we go. This is where my deck is going to pop off. You guys ready for
Yep.
this?
Play a land from graveyard.
I'm going to play a land from my graveyard.
Boom.
That was cool.
All right, I'm gonna play a forest from my graveyard. With me playing said forest from my graveyard. Whenever one or more cards leave my graveyard, I choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. I'm probably gonna die. I'm gonna draw a card.
I'm gonna die.
I definitely think I'm dead next turn. I will tap the Essence Anchor to make a zombie.
Nice.
It's only 20 damage in the air.
I know, it's kind of terrifying. A blue, a black, a green, and Kotis is gonna come into play.
Nice.
Yay! I'm done. Don't kill me.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna put my land for turn.
I like it.
Let's do this then. I'm gonna tap for 2, and I'm just gonna play Talisman of Progress
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that doesn't
Alright,
check
that's first
anybody.
spell.
as my first spell. And then I'll tap a blue, that's my 2 blue, and then I'll tap 3 more, so 5 in total. Back in this treasure and this gold. 5. I'm gonna play Brawl's Expertise. My commander will check that, because I'll be targeting things, and I'll copy it. I'll have
This is
2 of these
actually
on
really
stack.
good.
I am now going to make an enemy out of the entire board, apparently. Because I'm going to choose 6 creatures and have them return. I'm going to choose Riley's Commander, Riley's Token, both of Stevens, and 2 of Hunters.
I
What?
love it.
Okay.
Play something for 4 or less twice.
Twice.
Yeah. So for the first one, I'll play this one, Whirlwind of Thought. And then for
That's
the
pretty
second
good.
one,
Wow.
let's play Varan. Is it Varen? Varen.
Varen.
Voice of Duality.
Cool.
Then I swing at 4 for you, Riley.
I can't block it, so I will take 4 down to 36, and that is for Commander.
And I made my gold, and I
That's
pass.
cool. On top of your draw. We will go ahead and cast my commander. Zurgo, Storm Render. Any responses?
Tap
Yeah,
out.
from me.
Cool. Okay, let's go ahead and tap this for a black because Riley can make black. And then 1 and 2, so for 3 extra. And I will play a Morbid Opportunist.
Ooh, that's good.
And we will go to combat. I will swing 2 4/4s in the air over at Riley and another 4/4 at Steven.
Take 4.
Can't take 8.
And then I will
I'm at
make
28.
some gold. Kill the gold for 2, and we'll play a Mind Blade Render because we're going all in. This says whenever your opponents are dealt
God.
damage, if any of that damage is dealt by a warrior, I draw a card and lose life.
So you're gonna kill
Aha.
yourself.
There's the card I was talking about.
No, he's only got a couple warriors.
I only have this and this. But if you guys have warriors and you guys attack each other, I get that trigger still too. That's my turn.
Don't have any warriors.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's go mountain as land for turn. Yeah. Let's go blue, green, red. Cast Eshki. We will go colorless, a red, and a blue. Cast Sarkon, Soul of Flame.
Ooh.
This will put a +1/+1 counter on Eshki. I will not draw because it's not power 4. And then I will go red, 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 and 1. Actually, could leave 1 up, actually. Nope, leave 1 up. For a Atsushi, because dragons cost 1 less. This dragon
Nice.
comes in, it'll put a +1/+1 on Eshki. I will draw a card. And then Sarkon can become a copy of it, but it doesn't do anything. So there's that. I will move to end step. and pass the turn.
Cool. On my upkeep, so I will do the untap, the upkeep. We would go to draw, but we're actually going to go to surveil. I will surveil this to the graveyard. It's a myriad landscape.
That's a bad land.
It's not the best of land to have.
All right, draw my card for the turn. Okay, let's do this. I will tap for a blue, a black, a green, and a green. And I will cast a Karu Goldkeeper. I have 3/3 with flying. That's right. I now have blockers. Get there. Whenever one or more cards leave my graveyard during my turn, I create a treasure token. Let's also tap for 1, 2, and 3 and play my commander. Yay!
So Jinja.
Not Sujinja. Gonna play Kotis. And then I will play a land from my graveyard. I'm gonna play a Myriad Landscape, which is gonna come in tapped. And that'll trigger the Karu Goldkeeper to make me a treasure.
Synergies.
And then that'll also trigger Taval's Judgment. Yeah, I'm gonna draw a card. And because I did that, I can now tap the Essence Anchor to make a zombie. We're building a board. This kind of sucks. And I'm gonna pass.
Okay. Start my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna tap for a red and 2, and we're gonna play a Gutter Snipe.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tap my Talisman for 1, and then this Island for 2, and I'll play my second spell. It's not targeting anything, but it is a non-creature spell, so my whirlwind will trigger, and then my commander will also trigger. And since it doesn't copy it, I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Play my land for turn. I think with that, I'm not even gonna attack because everyone's got flyers, so I'm just gonna pass it at that.
Cool. I'm gonna go untap, upkeep, draw. We're gonna play a command tower for land for turn.
And just pass the turn, right?
We're gonna tap for 2. And we're gonna play a Loyal Apprentice.
That's a good card.
We will go to combat. Trigger on combat. Loyal Apprentice says, hey, if I control my commander, I make a 1/1 color to stop your artifact creature token with flying. That will change into a 4/4, and then it says that token gains haste until end of turn. So, boom. We will go to combat. We're gonna swing 4 4/4s at Shane.
No blocks.
It's coming eventually.
Main phase 2, do I want to overextend? I don't think so. Doesn't sound smart.
You haven't
at all.
already?
I would feel like you're already overextending.
I mean, you're just making 4/4s. How's that overextending?
God.
You
true, I
shut
don't
your
know.
mouth.
I pass.
All right. Sushi's still here. Untap, upkeep, draw.
A land? It
Yeah,
is
but
pretty
Maya.
cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Everything hurts me. We'll go the Arcane Signet for a green. We'll do another green over here for the forest. Then we'll go a colorless and a colorless for a Frontier Siege.
What's that do?
So as this enchantment enters, choose cons or dragons. Cons at the beginning of at the beginning of each main phase, add 2 green. But if you choose
Your
dragons,
main
whenever a
phases.
creature you control with flying enters, you may have it fight target creature you don't control.
Ooh, that's cool.
I'm gonna choose, I think for the first time I've ever played this card, dragons.
Nice.
Dragons in the dragon
Fight.
deck?
And then let's go ahead and go. Oh, you can make green. Thank God, Riley. I was like, oh my God, I just tapped all my green. Oh, I have the Spire Garden. Never mind. We'll go green, Exotic Orchard for a red, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, reduced by 1. Dragon Lord of Tarka.
Oh, God.
Nice.
That's a pretty good one.
It is a flying trample 8/8, and then whenever it enters, it deals 5 damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers your opponents control. So let's do this first. I did forget. So Eshki triggers on this. I will put a +1/+1 counter on her. I will draw a card. And now the second ability will trigger. If that spell's power is 6 or greater, Eshki deals damage equal to Eshki's power to each opponent. Currently, it is a 5/5.
Oh,
Jeez.
wonderful. I'm at 23.
At 35.
I'm at 19.
It'll enter. I will have Dragon Lord Tarka go ahead and ping. We'll hit an Angel for 4. And then the Loyal Apprentice for 1.
Trigger on the angel dying. Zurgo says, hey, one of my tokens just died. Each opponent loses a life.
Uh-oh.
Lose 1.
18.
22.
Morbid
For
opportunities
these-
triggers. I draw a card.
Yep. And then the last point of damage, I will go ahead and hit the Loyal Apprentice.
Okay. Now,
Alright,
Steven,
now
what
what
are
do
you
we
fighting?
hit? Let's go ahead and fight Zurgo.
It's rude.
Dude, you could have saved us a point of damage.
It's
Nah.
fine.
And then last trigger here, Sarkhan will see Dragon Lord Atarka come in, and it itself will become a Dragon Lord Atarka. And then I will swing 8 in the air over at Hunter. Flying trample.
8?
Double block.
Flying
balls.
trample, huh? What am I at? 35? I'll take it.
The confidence.
Wow.
Yeah, he probably drew a really good card. I'll pass turn.
Down at 27.
All right. I will go to untap, upkeep, and surveil. I will tap a forest to play a soul ring. Hi,
Good
soul
card.
ring.
Hi, it's all right.
I will tap said soul ring. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to draw that card. I will tap said Soul Ring and the Myriad Landscape to sacrifice to search my library for up to 2 basic land cards. Put up that share a land type. Put them on the battlefield tap.
Solid.
I'm guessing
Screw grab.
Myriad Landscape's coming back. This is the
let's
only time
play-
Myriad Landscape is good, by the way.
I know. It's the only reason why I kept it in this deck. All right, let's do this. I will play the Myriad Landscape from my graveyard.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Conduit Worlds. This is going to trigger Taval's Judgment. It'll trigger the Karu Goldkeeper, so Karu Goldkeeper will make me a treasure. Taval's Judgment will draw me a card. I will tap the Essence Anchor to make a zombie. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I will cast a Will of the Abzan. Choose one. If I control my commander as a cast a spell, I may choose both instead, and I will. Any number of target opponents each sacrifice a creature with the greatest power among creatures that player controls and loses 3 life, and then return target creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield. Shane and Hunter, I choose you.
We're not Pokemon.
I will get rid of one of my 4/4s. That
there
will
goes my
trigger
commander.
Morbid Opportunist. I will draw 1 card.
Oh, that doesn't hit me?
I didn't say your name.
Oh.
You're not a Pokemon.
Any number
yeah.
of target opponents. You didn't
Wait,
want to
do we-
get rid of Dragon Lord of Tarka? What the fuck?
Nah, it just hit you.
Wait, do we take the damage to use it or no?
Yes, also lose 3 life. And then I will turn a creature card from my graveyard back to the battlefield.
I'm at 15.
At 24.
Naga Flesh Collar is going to come back. And Naga Flesh Collar will be a copy of a Tarka.
Nice.
Wow.
That's why, huh?
That coming back from my graveyard will make me a treasure based off of my Goldkeeper. It will also put 2 +1/+1 counters on my commander.
Synergy.
Scary now.
It's an 8/8 flying trample. Whenever ETBs, it deals 5 damage divided as I choose among any number of target creatures and/or planeswalkers. Gutter Snipe is going to get hit for 2. Morbid Opportunist will get hit for 3.
Shocker.
Riley, I don't know what I did to you in the afterlife, but I'm going to do it again.
That must be nice.
And
I think I've been
from
dealt
here-
with. All right.
I
we're not-
think I've been dealt with.
It's true.
I will now tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sacking those tokens. And I will cast Will of the Sultai. If I control my commander as I cast a spell, I may choose both instead, and I do. Target player mills 3 cards, then return all land cards from my graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Target myself with that. And also, I put X +1/+1 counters on target creature, where X is the number of lands I control, and that creature gains trample until end of turn.
Holy shit.
you have not swung yet, I see.
So casting that, I will mill 1, 2, 3 cards. We got a swamp. That'll put a swamp back into play.
I don't like where this is going.
That'll trigger my Goldkeeper to make me a treasure. All right, so yeah, Taval's Judgment. I don't need another zombie. We'll make another treasure.
You do both, right? Because the Naga came back. Did you hit it off Naga?
That is correct. I'll make a zombie as well for the Naga. Oh my goodness, there's so many triggers here. I apologize. And then yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. +1/+1 counters will go on my commander.
Someone's about to die.
Shane.
Hey, it's definitely the right call there, Riley.
Is it?
No.
I feel like
Being
Shane's
sarcastic here.
holding a board wipe.
Tell you what, I want a gold. Steven.
Steven, 16/16 trample coming at you.
How much health do you have? You have 22?
Yeah, I have
8,
22.
9, 10.
Oh, I'm totally gonna die.
Okay. I'll take 16, Commander.
I did it.
Whoa.
I don't know what I did, but I did it.
I'm at 15 now?
Right,
Yeah, I was
I'll
at 26.
Do you believe the last time that I did 14 commander damage? I got leveled, so maybe it's time to get leveled.
All right, we now have a gold to add to our little stash over here. I will crack my gold and my 2 treasures. 3. And I will cast my Spring Gloom Druid from my graveyard, exiling out the Noxious Gearhulk, a Victimize, and a Will of the Sultai. It will trigger Karu Goldkeeper, which will make a treasure.
Should have done
And
that.
on ETB of this will blow up a land, and then I'll search my library for...
Where are you putting the
Yeah.
counters?
Oh, the counters go on... I think they have to go on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry, not Taval, on Kotis. Yep, counters on Kotis. And yeah, that's my turn. I am so sorry.
Our turn.
Be a,
On tap
be a
after
shitty
draw.
board wipe.
For 4. Play my other commander, Narset, Enlightened Exile. Yeah, I tapped Path of Ancestry. It shares a type. I'm gonna scry or the top card of my library. I will play a land for turn because that's all I'm drawing. I don't even get to do anything. Hunter, I'm passing you.
Cool. I'll tap and we draw. So I'll play my land for the turn. That's a fountain port. We're gonna go ahead and tap for red, black, white, and 2 more for my commander. Zurgo back.
Ooh.
We will go ahead
he
and tap
back.
for red it doesn't matter. This could be red. And 2 more. We'll play a Urbrask's Forge.
Ooh.
That could be annoying.
Here's a fun fact about Urbrask's Forge and Divine Visitation. The token it's making has haste on it, which is unfortunate because that's now going to be replaced, and it still says sacrifice that token at the beginning
That's
of the
a
end step.
non-bow.
So it is a little bit of a non-bow. However, it still triggers my commander. We're going to go to combat. We're going to swing 2 angels over at Riley.
I will block one of the angels with the 8/8, and I will let the other one through.
One of my angels died while attacking. That will trigger Zurgo. I will draw a card. Oh, by the
And
way,
I am at 18.
forgot on attacks, I make this angel that just sits here and does nothing. And then I will go to my end step and the angel will get sacrificed. Zurgo will trigger drain you all for 1.
17.
Wow, 14.
It's your turn now. You can deal with the
I
8/8
have-
flyer.
Your 8/8 flyer, thank you.
Let's have Puppy draw. Let's play a mountain. Let's go red, red, and then 1, 2, and let's go 3, reduced by 1. We'll do a Scourge of the Throne. Yeah, you might die here as well, Hunter. So yeah, Scourge of the Throne has the throne. Whenever this creature attacks the player with the most life or tied for the most life, put a +1/+1 counter on it. And then whenever this creature attacks for the first time each turn, if it's attacking the player with the most life or tied for the most life, untap all attacking creatures after this phase. There's an additional combat phase. I guess technically I don't have to swing everything at you.
You do have a trigger.
I have 2 triggers. 3 triggers technically. First trigger, I will put a counter on Eshki, and the power is 4 greater. I will draw a card. Second trigger, Frontier Siege says I get to fight. I think that Goldkeeper has seen its time in the sun.
Alrighty, it's gone.
Keru, Goldkeeper, is dead.
Keep in mind, it does have an ability in my graveyard where I can now exile it to give my commander 2 counter, or 2 +1/+1, and flying.
Yep. Sarkhan will trigger. I will have it become a copy of Scourge of the Throne. We'll go red.
The back
1, 2, and 3 for a Rapacious Dragon. Counter on Eshki. I will not draw a card, but I will make 2 treasures. I'm going to
enough
have
to
the
trigger my
Rapacious Dragon hit one of your zombies. We'll send Scourge of the Throne over at you, Hunter. And then I'm going to send Atsushi, Dragon Lord Atarka, and Eshki over at you, Riley.
I love this.
I'll take 5 with a 19.
I will block your Dragon Lord. No, I'm going to block your Atsushi with my Dragon Lord Atarka.
Okay.
I will block your commander with both of these druids and this Plague Crafter.
All right. Atsushi's dead. I will go ahead and, let's see, exile the top 2 cards of my library until the end of the next turn I can play those cards. So
You take 8,
land
Riley?
and Amar. Atsushi will go to the command zone.
yeah.
Atarka is still alive, right?
Yep, Atarka hits.
Okay.
Riley takes
Atsushi's
8.
dead.
I'm at 9.
And then we will untap and we get an additional combat phase.
Swing it again. You know you're dead
Yeah.
on blowback here.
Yeah, but that means that they can't really do too much, I think. I don't know. Yeah, let's swing Scourge / Sarkhan and the Atarka over at you, Riley. That is a 5/5 flyer in the air, and then you block the Tsushi with your big dragons.
That's right.
This is going to be fun.
Treasure.
Dragon Lord Atarka will block your dragon with Dethrone. I will let the other Dragon Lord Atarka smack me for 8.
All right, so this is gone. This is gone.
I'm at 1.
You're at 1.
Oh, man. Got anything else there, Steven?
Nope,
feel like
not a
Steven's
single
dead.
If you-
fucking
if you-
thing. I'm dead as fuck.
I was
Oh,
gonna
I
say,
make
if
a
you-
gold
if-
for attacking you, right?
Yeah, that's
You
true.
do
Yes.
twice.
You make 2 gold.
2 gold.
2 gold.
Treasure.
Steven, if you have a kill spell and you kill my token, I drain everybody for 1.
If I have a kill spell?
And you kill my token, everybody gets drained for 1.
Wow.
Am I alive?
All right, let's go ahead, and if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die with Eshki on the board. Let's go ahead and sack all these treasures for 4, 5, 6, and 7. Cast Eshki.
Eshki, Temer's Roar.
Hear me roar.
Doesn't have
Roar.
flying, which is unfortunate. Otherwise, it would trigger that second clause on the Frontier Siege. I will pass turn. I've done what I can do. I've done a decent amount, I feel like.
Oh, God. All right. I will go to untap, upkeep, and surveil. I will choose to
That's a Farseek.
roll a Farseek into my graveyard. All right, let's do this. I will play Myriad Landscape as my land for the turn. Thank you, Conduit of Ruin again. This is coming in clutch. That's going to trigger Taval's Judgment to have me draw a card. I'm going to tap the Essence Anchor. I'm going to make a Zombie Druid with that.
Nice.
Since the Myriad Landscape came back.
Zombie.
There's so much mana and nothing to do. I'm going to tap for 2 black, and I'm going to play a Dothy Voidwalker, which exiles things, except for your commander doesn't care about dying. It cares about leaving the battlefield, Hunter, which
true.
is so unfortunate.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, actually.
It's so really not. Tap 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast my Naga Fleshcaller Crafter from the graveyard using my commander's ability. This exiles out 3 cards.
What is it going to become
What's
a
it
copy
coming
of?
in as?
My commander will see that. We'll get 2+1/+1 counters. Naga Fleshcaller is going to come in as a copy of a Tarka. A Tarka is going to send 2 points of damage over at Steven's commander and 3 points of damage at Hunter's commander.
Cool.
Eshki down.
Really appreciate that.
That is also going to... Do I want to make a treasure off that or make a zombie?
Zombie.
Okay, yeah, we're going to go to combat. 2020 is going at Steven. We'll continue.
Hey, you make it gold.
I don't need a gold.
You
And then
make
I
it.
will pass my turn.
Oh,
Keep in mind that the dragon that just died... Oh, no, wait, no, here we go. Keep in mind the dragon just died is going to get exiled with Dothy Voidwalker. That's the end of my game.
you're well, I think it's the end of all of our games. It's probably the last turn we're going around. I'll start.
I still
Fine,
think
tapping,
Riley
keep
wins
it
this.
drawing.
I don't.
I
There's
can't
no
get
way.
I can't get past the 8/8, so it really just depends on
No,
Hunter
I did-
being
it-
able to do 1 point of damage.
I mean, I just cast my commander. It's over.
Well, I'm going to cast my commander for 6. So I'll tap 4 and then 2, and I'll cast my commander. And it shows a creature type with my commander, so I'll go to the top part of my library.
That's awesome that your commander shows a creature type of your commander.
Isn't it
I love
cool?
that.
It's pretty cool.
Tap for a blue, and I'm going to play Preordain for my 2nd spell. Now let's count how many triggers I can miss here, okay?
Okay.
Yep.
So, okay, so this is what I think how many is going to happen. My Whirlwind will trigger. My Varan will say that since this is causing that to trigger, it'll trigger it again. So that'll be 2 triggers, and I'll draw 2. And then my Commander will trigger and say, you can't copy it because it didn't target. I'll draw a card, and then Varan will say, well, it caused the triggered ability to happen. I'll draw 2 more, so I'm gonna draw 4. So I think I'm drawing 4 cards right now. And then Preordain goes off, and I'll scry 2 and draw a card. Did I
Should
get all
leave that in the
correct?
video. I think it's
Yeah.
great.
I think
Okay.
you got it.
That's way too much for my brain, but I think that's what's happening. Oh wait, and then also everything has prowess, and I do believe prowess is a triggered ability. Am I wrong?
Prowess
Prowess is the triggered ability.
is a
yes.
trigger
Okay, so then-
ability.
Okay, so I'm not done yet. Wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. That means prowess will trigger on everything twice. Because of my Varan, and then Varan's ability that gives him a 1/1 triggers twice. They're big. Okay, should I try to kill somebody?
Yes. Have it be Hunter.
Whoa.
Maybe I don't know.
I've been
It's okay.
neutered.
Let's just. I know that these are not counters, but just for my sake of like seeing them
Your
visually, I'll
prowess
take them
stack.
off. Yeah, I will take them off after this. Okay, so 2/2. This one doesn't matter, but I'm not gonna. I'll remove all my counters after this. Hey, I know in the beginning of the game you guys were upset that I like didn't hurt Hunter enough, but I can try to help. Okay, so I'm gonna
Yeah!
go and I'm gonna swing both these at Hunter.
I love this.
And my Narset Exile, Enlightened Exile will trigger, and I will. What's her power? 3,
5.
5 right now. I'll choose to do big score off of Narset.
Yep.
Couple of things happen. I will draw 2.
Casting that
From
card, you have to
Whirlwind.
discard a card first.
You're right. I'll just do that. I'll just discard a land. Okay. Whirlwind will give me 2 draws because of Varan.
All right, draw this first.
1, 2. Yep. I get 2 more
Prowess triggers.
prowess triggers, and then Varan also gets 2 more +1/+1s, and then I'll draw 2 and make 2 treasures. This is the most I've done this entire game, just so you know.
I know, I like this. You're storming.
This is wild. Don't forget you can keep casting cards. If you can give something trample, I think I might just die.
Before damage, you're right. I can't just keep casting stuff. I'll crack a treasure, and I'll pay it into the Is It signet, and then I'll crack a gold. Fuck it, doesn't matter. So that's red and a
3.
blue, and then 1 more at 3. And I'll play a Prismari Command, and I'll have some more triggers.
Well,
I'll draw 2 more, 2 more prowesses, and then 2 more from Varan's ability or Varan's text.
don't forget, I'm sorry
Yeah.
about all this, but all the cards that you're casting should be going to exile as well.
Got it.
Yeah,
Exile.
because of Dothy. But don't worry, that Prismari
Exile.
command, you can deal 2 damage to any target, which is Riley's face.
Yeah.
Yep. Also the Clifftop Retreat too. It's not gonna matter.
Oh, yeah. I didn't got it. All that should have been exile. You correct. Prismari Command, choose 2. Riley, do you have any responses? I'm going to assign 2 damage to you, and we're also going to.
Draw 2 cards.
I really want to draw 2 cards. You're right.
Or you can make treasure.
I do. Okay, so 2 damage to Riley's face, and I'll draw 2, discard 2.
I
There's an
died.
exile. Draw 2.
God,
Alright,
that
this
board state
land.
Riley is insane.
Holding priority one more time. I'm going to crack my treasure for a red, tap this talisman for colorless, and I'm gonna play an Abrade.
Holy
and
shit.
I'll draw two more storm on everything, and then 2 more additional from Varan.
Dealing 3 damage or something.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna target your 1/300 with this,
Dead.
and I swear I can't cast anymore.
Well,
so.
I'm blocking with the giant thing,
Okay.
and then I'm
3,
taking
8, 9, 10, 11.
11. Cool.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
I'm at 8.
I have 11 cards in hand, so I'm gonna discard a bunch, and that's gonna be my turn. So I'm gonna take off all these counters.
Okay. Untap happy draw. 1, 2. That's a red. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Commander. No, that's not
your commander.
Commander.
I was confused.
Commander. Go to combat. I make an angel that just sits there, and then I go to my end step, and this gets sacrificed, and you guys all lose 1 life.
Who's one?
13.
13.
Well, it's been fun knowing you.
That's it? Past turn?
That's all I got.
Damn. Draw. Let's play a Cinderglade as land for turn. Red, blue. I didn't draw a single island now that I think about it, except for the Yavimaya. Go
Did you
1,
count?
2, and I did not actually. Did I? I did. I probably did actually. 3, we'll cast Animar. I think a blocker might be necessary. Yeah, we'll move to combat, and I will go ahead and send the Scourge of the Throne and Dragon Lord of Tarka over at you, Shane.
I'll just chump your Scourge.
All right, so you'll take 8,
Mm-hmm.
and then these both will untap.
At 5.
Boom, boom. I will send Scourge at Shane and Dragon Lord Tarka at Hunter.
In
Already got
response, I ain't got nothing.
I was
Damn
really
it.
hoping for a path.
I was too.
And that is going to do it for us today. What a game. I feel like all of our decks pretty much performed the way they were supposed to. In the end, Steven, you brought out the win. Let's go around the table, talk about how our decks performed and basically how they did, how we think they did. Steven, we'll start with you.
Yeah, Eshki did, the thing one time with dealing a bunch of damage to everybody. I was hoping to draw some more dragons that were a little bit bigger. And I actually didn't really draw too many dragons, which was kind of crazy to still do what I did with what I had. Although Areni is a really fun backup commander, and I know it cares a lot about the dragons, I think Eshki's kind of like one of my new favorites just because you are able to really just care about the Timmy thing, play 4 power, 6 power, and just keep swinging.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Your deck was definitely terrifying. I think that this one was pretty solid. We got to see it really kind of kick off and do its thing. It was a little bit, I would say, like more mid-rangey, a little bit on the slower side to initially start, but once it kicked, it got pretty big, pretty fast, and yeah, that was cool. I don't know. I definitely had a big momentous turn. I feel so sorry for editing this video because I'm not doing that, but
I also had a big momentous turn. I also, mid-game, I Peter-pattered. What's the saying I'm trying to say?
Pitter
I just
patter,
basically
let's
didn't
get
have
at her.
anything.
Petered
Yeah,
out.
I just basically drew 3 lands in a row, and then it really stifled the deck for a bit. And then the one explosive turn didn't quite get there, but it looked cool, and I can't wait to edit all that.
It did look cool. Zurgo Stormender tokens. I also had quite the turn of making angels. Divine Visitation is pretty solid of a card. A little bit of a non-bow at times, however, in this deck because it cares about haste and everything and slowed it down a little bit. But overall, I feel like Zurgo kind of did its thing of drawing cards and also draining our opponents for 1. But it was fun. I like this deck a lot. But that is going to do it for us today. If you guys hit that like button, like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already because you don't want to miss out on the $300 gameplay because that will be coming soon. And also, you will find links to not only what I mentioned in the beginning of all of the deck lists and the reasons why we made them, but all of our social media accounts are down there as well. Also, comment down below. What do you guys think about this gameplay? Did we miss a trigger? Probably. There was so many triggers in this game. So, comment down below all of your thoughts. We'd like to hear them. And on the screen right now, those are all of our Patreon subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your added support. It really does mean the world to us. If you guys wanted to check out what they're seeing, which is not here on YouTube, please check the link in the description below and consider subscribing. And a very special shout out to our Gains Indestructible tier, starting with
Brian Gagniella,
Daryl Tripp,
Demarion Turner,
Dr. Rome,
Jimmy Ward,
Kevo.
Larry Gillian.
Thrifty, PSGR.
and Tim K.
You guys are awesome. Appreciate every single one of you. And until the next video, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Laters.
I hurt people.
I am so
Bye.
surprised